But they like bàtẹ́ yìí o, ṣáná. Tọ́mọ ẹ ló tún ju ilé fún ẹ.
No,
Láìjì, Zina.
No.
Lókè kò dàbí Precious.
Ọmọ tí mo lè sọ okay.
Precious is the best girl you ever dated in your life, right?
Yes. Like when it comes to
Gifts.
Lolade.
The issue now is that's our own love language, and I don't know how to give. Complained so many times.
It's not that one. Is not.
Get one.
It's not.
I don't think gets you.
Let him explain what he
No, everybody has their own love language. Gift giving.
What be your own love language?
Heck money.
What I prefer is spend time together. I can take you out. We go out.
You
But
don't take them out.
who told you I'm not taking her out?
And so
Who told you I'm not taking her out? Though?
I mean,
Even if it's not to spend 20 days, I'm taking her out.
Okay, so what do you mean you don't know how to give gifts? Like,
What I'm saying is gifting is not my own love language.
No,
every lady's love language is collecting. You should know that.
No,
Just
why?
like every human being.
Yes, I love someone giving me
now,
gifts.
now.
So I feel
why
reciprocate.
they play?
No, I just listen to them.
Why?
You started show.
Yeah, I want.
I understand. I can send you money. You need some. I can send you money. I can. Okay, have this, have that.
Do you send the money randomly or is
When she requests.
No, randomly. It might not be much, but randomly, yes.
When she doesn't request.
When she doesn't, yes. And I'll say that. What of those ones that I'm sending? Like random money. Do you know how random is? But now you're not getting it. This one she's not saying that. No, that it's not about it. It's about getting me something that when I see it, I'll remember. Oh, at so point, at so time, you bought this for me. At so point, at so time, you bought this for me. That's what.
Yeah, but the way the thing even works, because generally speaking, like you can just be out, you see something, and you feel like your girl might like it, and you just buy. That is not. It's not even about giving me your love language. It's just about I saw this thing and you might like it. So
Exactly.
So that one is not. That's how I was
Okay,
surprised to say you don't know how to
like
give
Solomon, with what you said, number one, do you know that your woman, your man, should know your shoe size?
Okay, yeah.
Your skirt size, that's your waist, hip,
Yeah.
whatever. Your trouser size, shirt.
Now I know the relationship with it. Oh,
Wrist.
climb all these things.
Even to your rim
I actually
size.
do know her size. She's 38 with the shoe.
Why?
She's 38.
Why are you putting it at
Eh,
do we plan to buy her something?
Well, no, I'm just saying like I understand what he said. But I'm not saying I'm not that person.
Why are you not that person? That's what we are asking.
It's not everybody have
Because
like
it's
I
not-
said, everybody have their love language. That's not it.
No, I don't think that everybody has just one specific love language.
You could have.
I don't think that
multiple,
just
actually,
because you like spending quality time does not mean that you should also give. Doesn't mean that you'll be giving gifts all the time, but like gift giving, generally speaking, even people you are not dating, you can just see something you like.
This love
Something you
language
think somebody
thing,
might like.
I think it's just a newly devised thing from a woman, from women, because I don't really hear guys discussing what to be your love language. Women, it's when you deal with them. Everything that
we know it's love language.
Everything that is good is a love language. You give gifts,
to
you spend time,
yeah.
you give attention,
Attention,
communication,
yeah.
everything.
Modernization.
Give her prayer.
Is Kenny's one is
Don't say.
EP. One pressure.
Kenny love language is dropping EP. Love language is very musical.
I think because see, collecting gift, trust me, any human being on earth,
Love gift too.
especially those ones that you're not expecting, babe. Random, babe, I'm just thinking of you, and I say I should holla. Just tell me how it makes you feel. Or you're as a man, the woman just tells you on a Tuesday that babe, on Saturday I've already organized. You hang out at a place, or let's go for a movie date. Don't bother about thinking of it though. It's on me. All I need for you is to show up. You know, I mentioned 3 different things that has to do with love language. And
Okay,
everything is
that's
sweet.
okay. Now that what you just said. Now we hang out once in a while, but it's the fact that going out to maybe buy a hearing. Now the issue now is buying the hearing, buying maybe all these fancy rings or bangles or something.
Or waist bead.
Okay, I don't do waist bead. I bought waist beads on my waist.
I don't go buy waist bead.
I bought waist
You are
beads
only
on my way
buying
back from my
that's
people. So my way back from my
It's only buying gifts that favor him.
this guy.
No, basically, now yourself
I
you
bought
buy it
it
for.
in fact.
You bought it for yourself. You know, it's just that you know.
Am I the one wearing it?
Yeah, but you bought it for yourself. You know why you bought it.
What are you saying? You are the one wearing it.
Anyway, you did not tune into the wrong. Sure, my mistake. Now you feel a loser. Which one be relationship vibes? So it's still
Solomon's story remove my wrist. I bought waist bead.
It's still sports vibe without the
Did she say thank you?
I said thank you for wearing it.
It's a very rubbish man. All the waist beads and the EPs. Welcome. As you can see, John yesterday and I are the only sane people on this show.
Who is that?
Once again, only
John's
two of us.
love language is looking for her everywhere. And everybody now looks like her. I think she said, John, if you want me to like you more, I would be out of the picture for a long while. Look for me.
No, but the audience don't know what we are talking about. So we are not going to mention anybody.
Let's
I'm not going to mention anybody's name. Just know that John yesterday has been looking for someone. Kenny.
Lọ́jọ́ tó bá korò kó dá wọn lóhùn pé adùn nígbẹ̀yìn rẹ̀ ó bá a dó. Ìgbà wa yìí náà ni ó dùn gan. Ìgbà wa náà ó dùn.
Anyway, welcome to the show. We actually have a lot of sports to talk about. I don't know why the show started with Solomon and Livre's love language.
No, I thought we were discussing general.
Your love language is not. I say your love language now. Nah,
Quality time.
random transfer.
Very random. Very random.
Let me just let you know.
Very random.
First of all, Kenny is not believe you. He don't believe you.
I'm not saying it for you to believe.
He don't believe you whatsoever. He don't believe you whatsoever.
I'm not saying it
not even a little bit. As they talk, he dey antagonize you.
I'm like, no, this is my brother, man.
No,
I've known this guy since like 2016 or 20.
He's not in love with you. Like, you don't expect to be receiving random transfer. His love language is random transfer.
It's true.
It's not his friendship language.
I gave my younger brother unexpected money. I was like, Baba. That's my now. God let me say,
Well, you know they give many of us unexpected money.
Are you?
In fact, the last time we did a gig for you, oh God.
No.
Wait. Have you ever given any of us unexpected money?
Yes. No.
When? Mention one time. The only time money you've given us are very much expensive. Money when you don't owe us for months. When you come finally pay us on that time.
Hello, testing mic. I've
said
said when I give them money, but the mic was not working well.
Okay. Thanks. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to Sports Vibe, ladies and gentlemen. Today on here, Solomon Edivre, Mr. Love Language, John Ojetunde, and
What's
Mr.
John's love language?
Just love language is come over.
It's because of God they say every time.
As long as you enjoy us, you love you like man. You don't matter who you are.
It's not as long as you're in his house. As long as you choose to come over. The best.
The fact that you have made it here. Take love.
You want the real MVP.
Love full ground. Open fridge, love dey there.
So there was a love language.
Yeah. I don't have it.
You could even allow me to say my love language.
Land.
After my you actually get to see your actual love language. I don't think I have one specific love language, but the one I enjoy the most is spending time. Honestly, like, I really don't like going out. So if you're at home with someone you care about, watching movies, acting movies.
But like that one too. The place has to be very comfy. If you'll always be out.
Fortunately for everyone involved, I have a very nice space. I love my bed.
Maracana Stadium.
Anyway, I don't know.
You don't love language.
I don't know. Your love language.
My love language is, good food actually.
No,
So-
now do mistake. Ask person wey don't get love. Wait till we love language.
These are all free. That's why you don't get love.
Like asking me what's your Chinese language.
Good food actually.
Good food is not
So
part of the love language.
It is.
There are
it
5
is.
of them. The food is not there.
It's service. So the
Act of
service,
service.
out of service in terms of cooking.
My bro. Do you
But the funny thing is that
you know this thing is saying? So many of my ladies will be like, you will cook for me today. Me when me are cooking, we don't do the same thing.
But the funny thing is, okay, you mean cooking like you are the one that.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought you meant like you want.
No.
Because I was going to say like I don't think how many of your women actually cook for you.
No, just one person.
Yeah,
a lot of them don't. For a lot of them.
In fact, I don't think that you go out with the cooking type.
A lot of them.
Cookies don't be a cookie.
A lot of them, they just prefer. Okay.
Pearls.
Get me stuff outside. You know the
Yes,
way it works, yeah. So, but
Pearls miracle.
it's what it is.
Mimi.
Mimi.
Let's do the show, I beg. Let's
Let's do the show.
Let's do the show. Yeah, we are okay. All the women now aware of your love languages. Some of you might have to defend your love languages after this show.
Especially Solomon.
When it come out.
After this show.
She actually watches. I actually didn't know.
Random.
When I can't tell you say which person you send this random alert. Doesn't mean I don't receive anything.
Oh, should they watch the show?
She watches. I didn't even
You
know.
will now need
More
explanation.
explanation.
A divine intervention.
Because
Anyway, there's a lot happening in sport. I promise you there's a lot. We don't know. But it shall happen. That's all you need to. What you need to know that is that it is happening.
Exactly.
Do we know? Absolutely not. Welcome to Sports Vibe brought to you by High Sports, ladies and gentlemen. We are your favorite alcoholic / sports presenters. You might have a favorite alcoholic. You might have a favorite sports presenter. But I guarantee you don't have a favorite alcoholic sports presenter. It is us. As I said, all of you are supposed to sip your drinks at this time.
Man, but
For those taking
Cheers to
water,
you, man.
for some of us that are not
taking water. Yeah.
Who is taking water?
There's nobody that is taking.
Who is taking water? Anyway, welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Intro. What if my pastor church call us love language? Imagine you just scroll YouTube, you just see your pastor talk about a love language and EP. You say, the pastor was saying calling. Drop it. I don't know why you are whispering as if the mic would not speak. You are whispering into the mic.
Please,
Did you hear that?
who employed this guy? This guy must lose his job after
He's
this
not
show.
asking the producer, did you hear that? We went to that here, we hear. He asked the producer, did you hear that?
Babash Media, you are an amazing setup, but some things needs to give way. And being on this podcast is definitely one of it.
Please, I guarantee you, I swear to God, we are about to start right now. I don't know why this show keeps getting away from me. I've tried my best to start. If it's only been out for those time, I don't know where this on this three people. But let us start something. Something happened in sport this week.
Yeah.
You know, come on, I know something.
People play football, people run.
Okay.
And they gave red card.
All right, let's get straight.
Pastor is actually tearing down. Pastor, wipe your eyes.
Oh, he's actually crying. He's actually crying for it. Anyway, there's a lot to talk about the FIFA the best nomination. We talked about Lionel Messi last week. Kenny Hughes was not around. He makes his return to the show. In his absence, we discussed Lionel Messi's nomination for FIFA the best. Yeah, so today we have the FIFA 11, which is another controversial list so far. Talk about Arsenal's set piece Arsenal set piece dominance. I'm sure John yesterday has lots of thoughts on the matter. We'll also be discussing, what is going on in Manchester. It's not just
to Manchester.
It's about the town now.
Joseph was also both of them are suffering. No, it's not a good time to be Manchester. Both blue and red. Everybody they collect. Start from fifth row World 11, where Ederson is the goalkeeper. I don't know why, but it's there. Back three of Dani Carvajal, Rudiger, and Virgil van Dijk. Midfield four of Kevin De Bruyne, of all people, Rodri, Kroos, and Jude Bellingham. Then front three of Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, and Erling Haaland. From this already, me personally, I can pinpoint minimum of 2 players that should not be here. Number one for me, the goalkeeper Ederson, because how?
Yeah, they've been better goalkeepers this season.
Yeah, like if this is based on last season, or even if you want to say recency bias at this season, how is Ederson?
I'm surprised.
That's another thing.
In fact, I'm surprised.
Is it a calendar year or last
whatever it is?
Now, if it's a calendar year, no, I respect Toni Kroos as a player.
It is not.
He played for only 6 months.
It is not the calendar year. Yeah, there's
a period for it.
There's a period for FIFA awards, but because people that still vote for it, FIFA is voted by the players anyway. The nominations and the player of the year award is voted by players, coaches,
okay, and
captains.
Yeah, FIFA is exclusively voted for by the players. This is a horrible. First of all, I've always maintained, number one, that players should not be allowed to vote for football-related awards. I know it sounds somehow to people, but the logic is
they are the actors.
It doesn't matter. The logic is simple. Players simply do not watch enough football. Like, they don't. Just because you play it is a job to them. They play their football in their spare time. They are not watching football.
But some do.
Yeah, but like I'm telling you, like not enough. No,
I agree with him.
Journalists vote Ballon d'Or, so we can guarantee that journalists are not perfect either. But I will still take journalists who it is their job to watch football. I'll still take them
way above.
Like players just vote based on who they like, who they respect, journalists who they have a good relationship with.
But some journalists do that too.
No,
based on a certain player that they adore, or a player that
it's a human.
Yes.
I'm saying it's way more prevalent among players. The ratio of journalists that will judge rationally based on they are there to do a job is significantly higher than and this list proves it. Kevin De Bruyne in the FIFA World 11.
From what year?
Based on what exactly?
They won the league.
Let the Man City fan tell us here. Based on what?
Yeah, maybe I think probably the comeback he had last season.
Where
he influenced. It was even one of the reasons. If I the reason City won the league last season. After he came back from that injury, remember the first game against Newcastle, and from then on, had a good number of assists and scored a reasonable number of goals. I think that if you look at based on influence, I think that Kevin De Bruyne has a shout. But I'm not being sentimental here. I also don't see reasons Kevin De Bruyne should be on that list. But I'm only telling you that
maybe based on
this, in terms of influence, I think he even had a much more influence on that team coming back from injury. And it only takes few players to do that. They come back. Look at what Odegaard is doing for Arsenal. Ever since Odegaard returned from that injury, you could see the difference in the level of confidence and the way they play their football. So maybe in terms of influence that the player has on a team, maybe Kevin De Bruyne has a shout.
But if you put that performance together, it's not even up to 3 months. Well, what you're talking about was just in the space of 3 months. After the 3 months performance,
no, it's not 3 months. So.
4 months.
Yes,
4 months
performance.
Yes.
And see,
that end with
listen, we all know that if Kevin De Bruyne is in the team, if he's not injured, you are going to get.
This is why he's been nominated. We all know that.
No, I'm only telling you because you asked the question. Yeah, I'm telling you that if he doesn't, yes, but it's not it. It led to what? It led to City winning. In fact, look at the Champions League performance he had too. The games against Madrid before the Madrid.
Are you saying now? Honestly, you believe that Kevin De Bruyne was a top 4 midfielder in the world for the last 1 year?
Now, I don't agree. Based on the
That's
fact that
what the-
no,
that's
I'm
what
saying
the
that
challenge is.
based on the fact that he has been injured.
Yeah,
I'm saying that has been injured. I'm not saying that. I'm thinking for some of the players. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Yes, that's what I'm saying, and that's why certain players should not be voting. Because in fact, you listen to some of these players when they conduct interviews, and you hear, oh, players with the most influence, a lot of Van Dijk, Kevin De Bruyne, Alexander-Arnold, Kevin De Bruyne. I've listened to a lot of players, Kevin. So it could even be based on, oh, they love Kevin De Bruyne because of his vision, the way he passes the ball, the way he sees the game differently. So that bias could still come in, and that's why maybe to an extent I agree that maybe certain players probably shouldn't vote, because there's no way the level of it could be likeness, influence, and a whole other factors could play a huge role in determining who they cast their vote or who they vote for.
From the first nomination, John Solomon today, I don't know. Since that separation, Ballon d'Or, FIFA, I think FIFA had always, as by the day, lost credibility for this award. I don't know. Now, from the nomination, people said, and it's almost true. I think there is this card of Ronaldo, Messi being played. I'm talking of from not this level yet, though. That FIFA shall don't want to grow past that. Then there were some other names. Bukayo Saka couldn't be there. Ademola Lookman. I'm trying to remember. Lautaro. How wouldn't Lautaro make? Because me, I'm not even understanding Lionel Messi making the list and Martinez cannot make the list. So tell me what other forward are you talking about? Because if you're talking forward, before you even go to Vinicius Junior, if you take Erling Haaland, you will take Lautaro Martinez. In some cases, because of the widespread, he did it for country, did it for club, you will take Lautaro Martinez before Erling Haaland himself. Because he's better a goal scorer this year than any of these guys. So, but what do we know? And then the selection came. Look at starting with Ederson, fantastic goalkeeper. But are you telling me that this is the best of all the goalkeepers we can discuss? So if, like what John said, he's injured, some people feel if he's, that means every day all day I'll put Courtois on this list.
Yeah.
Because we know what Courtois is when he's fit. And he showed us that in the Champions League final. So if you're not there, you're not there. Like one of our administrators said, if he didn't day, he didn't day. So see, let me just Cavaya, Rudiger, Van Dijk. See, like Tunde has reiterated, a lot of things cut across players voting. Number one, the country you are playing. Number two,
the country they are representing.
Yeah, the country you are playing.
Okay, yeah, as a
play
club,
your
okay,
football.
Okay.
The club
Okay.
you play your football. Who are your friends in the world of football? That's fellow footballers. These are things that influence players. If you call every player that is voting, when Cristiano Ronaldo was in a team and is eligible for, if you're a Madrid player and you go and vote for Messi, you're in trouble. Not like everybody will put you in trouble.
Well,
The
you know
things
that
you will
well.
hear, you've already created an enmity. Otherwise, maybe you, in your true mind, Lionel Messi is your man. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
You're playing in Spain, and then there is another great player who is competing against, a player in Spain, and you want to vote that guy who is playing in Italy.
You now explain.
Some people, the league will come for you, saying, these are sentiment cut across players voting. But me as a journalist, you can't hold me down against anything. Yes, maybe we'll have our own sentiment, but it can never be as much as fellow players. And then another factor is players don't watch ball.
That one I stand on.
Do you know how many of them don't even know who played who, except those games consigns them.
That one I stand on, and it's not just even a football thing. Even in basketball, when you see awards that players vote for, they just vote on who they adore.
So let me ask you a simple question. We are all journalists. How many sports shows do you consciously I listen to this? How many?
Just in fact,
and even those few, so many times you stumble on it.
Yes.
It's not like you're an ardent listener. Like one of my guys who says, Oga, every news you have, I have. Everywhere you think you can gather news from, I'm also there. So why am I listening to you? The only time maybe I listen, maybe there is something that is like a pointer towards your show. So if you're telling me vote the best journalist, I don't even know the journalists in Abuja, in Abia, in Enugu, in Kano. But some people will tell you who are regular people. Yeah. They listen to. There is a show I used to be involved in. These guys in Alaba Market, mile 12, Oyibo, men, women. You will see them phoning and they will tell you, I've been listening to this show for like 20-something years. And then you tune into another show. These same people will be a caller on the show.
Yes, for everybody has worked on radio for a while.
Yes.
You know that people,
there are regular people.
We even have an association now.
There are people that have their. In fact, most people that listen to sports shows, basically on radio, they have their routine. From morning, you start with top radio early in the morning.
Yes.
Then you go to Brilla by 8. Then you do Lagos Talks. Then you come back to Brilla. Then you do Nigeria Info. And from literally from morning to 12, they listen to every sports show, every relevant sports show available.
Again.
Yeah, evening they carry out the same routine.
Yes.
So, but
you
journalists don't.
Say when I get on air, I am going to fight to listen to.
Sometimes some of us, when I even prepare the content to get on air.
Some of us here do like 6 shows in a day. Different platforms. Some you have to be there. Some you have to be there.
You have heard by yourself now.
Some you have to be there. Some is virtual.
If they don't give gifts.
Some is a recording. So what am I saying? If you now tell me I should vote best journalist, trust me, Tunde John Solomon will be in my pick.
Yeah, because you just vote for your guys. That's how it is. That's all.
If you say best producer, Abasiama will be in my pick.
Make I don't lie, no go vote. That one I cannot lie to him here now. No come to me with anything.
So what am I saying? I think FIFA needs to do better. They needs to get professionals on this thing. It's becoming too watered. Every time FIFA award is coming, people don't even look forward to it. And I think this year has just taken it to another level of low.
Yeah, but personally, I just want to say personally, talking about FIFA changing it, that might be difficult because of how FIFA is about the competitions, the players. So it will be a bit. I'm not saying it's not possible. It will be a bit difficult.
FIFA award is being criticized year in, year out.
Even the Ballon d'Or. Even the Ballon d'Or gets
but the Ballon d'Or does not get the kind of criticism that FIFA.
It does. I think it even generates more. The Ballon d'Or generates more controversy, and the level of interaction people have with the Ballon d'Or is more than the FIFA.
No, that's the point.
Yes, so I get you.
That's the point. Ballon d'Or has significantly more for it.
Yes.
What he's saying, and I agree, is that nobody even cares about the FIFA
best.
FIFA whatever. And the origin to that is the decision to partner with Ballon d'Or in the first place. Before the FIFA Ballon d'Or era, which I think started in like 2009 or something like that, where both awards were merged, the FIFA Player of the Year was actually the more prestigious of the two awards.
Yes.
For a long time, Ballon d'Or was only for players based in Europe.
Yeah.
Then even when they now opened it up to the world, FIFA Best was what Ronaldinho won and Lampard finished third. FIFA Best was what everybody.
Yeah.
And then when it became FIFA Ballon d'Or, okay, we now have one central award. The Ballon d'Or is iconic because of the shape of the award. So when they split, Ballon d'Or retained that relevance, and FIFA the best now feels like a second tier award. Meanwhile, it was the leading award Ballon d'Or actually needed them by the time they did the merger. And now
Mhm.
Ballon d'Or has come off the better.
They were ripped.
Absolutely, that's why Portable is always right.
Yes.
So what we are saying is that I think Portable should be the next FIFA president. And when I see some improvements. But speaking of improvements, Arsenal have become the best set piece team we've ever seen in the Premier League. First of all, that's the first question. Just simple yes or no. But if it's no, then who are the other teams that come to mind? I'm talking of like effectiveness of their set piece routine, the ratio of which they score, how dangerous. Like nobody wants to consider a corner against Arsenal right now. So yes or no, Solomon, John?
Recently, yes. I saw a meme that actually supports that. Yeah, meme, very interesting one.
Yeah, yes, and because even the stats,
Yeah,
the stats says,
that, yeah.
the stats supports. I think the closest team, I can't remember the closest team to them, but in fact, they've even swapped the team that was leading in terms of numbers and number of goals scored from set piece. So I mean, the stats.
And their routine is actually very interesting. They have this particular routine that is actually very interesting. The players go to one side.
Yeah.
Then
Basically strategic.
Basically, the strategy is basically to
distract the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but and also make sure that by the time the defense, the goalkeeper, by the time they know what's happening,
yes,
everybody stands away from the action so that you can't mark anybody.
Yeah,
you can't. So what you are essentially doing is you just stand in your zone and try to protect the zone. But what the Arsenal players do, they flood that zone immediately. So the man responsible for all of this is Arsenal set piece coach Nicolas Jova, who was Manchester City's former set piece coach as well. Apparently, there was even Mikel Arteta recommended that Man City employ him in 2019, and for the period he was there, City were the best set piece team in England. They scored more set pieces than anybody. But for whatever reason, it was not. Nobody talked about it until now reached Arsenal store. So, which is the basis of this conversation? Why are people criticizing Arsenal for being good at set pieces? I don't understand. Maybe someone can help me make logic of it. So let's cross over to the biggest hater on the planet. Yesterday, why do you and fellow football fans clown Arsenal for scoring set pieces? Is that not the part of football?
No, the thing is that, I'm indifferent about it actually, but I'm just the fact that I noticed that a lot of times they impede the goalkeeper, and when you impede the goalkeeper, you block the vision of the goalkeeper. At the end of the day, obviously you leave the goalkeeper helpless, and obviously when the goalkeeper is helpless, there's no way the goalkeeper can see the side of the ball. The ball goes into the net, the back of the net.
But John,
so I'm just saying that. Yes, people didn't take notice of all this, but when it's becoming consistent and it looks like everybody's talking about it, and you've seen the games, you see the way they organize themselves when it comes to taking set pieces, and you see the way everybody is. Yes, I agree, strategic, but the fact that you are also impeding the goalkeeper doesn't make sense to me.
But okay, so not to cut you, I will give an important distinction. The impeding the goalkeeper part, I don't think we've seen that this season. That was something that they used to do last season. That Ben White, in particular, go stand directly in front of the goalkeeper just before the set is taken, and that's a lot of people have argued it's illegal, even though it's not necessarily.
But you saw the Manchester United game.
I'm guessing it. Yeah. Not necessarily even illegal. It's just frowned upon because Arsenal are not the first team to do that. It's a tactic that a lot of teams have employed. Mostly this season they've stopped doing that. Mostly this season is when they actually started doing this, where everybody goes to one side and they just all attack that area at once. So you can't say that one is impeding the goalkeeper. They attack the area at once and they score the goal. The goalkeeper, the defenders, the point is to put everybody in disarray. So that's not illegal at all. That is not. So
no, I'm saying that is where I think I have issues. I saw the game against Manchester City when Gabriel scored the second goal. The same thing. I saw somebody was shoving Ederson. I can't remember the goalkeeper that was shoving Ederson.
Stop this thing now.
Oh, okay.
Everybody should we should put corner kicks probably on this show. We should take out 10 minutes and play corner kicks from different teams. Impeding goalkeepers, impeding defenders. There is always it's like a war. When there is corner kicks,
it's like a distraction.
You will see goalkeepers who punch out corner kicks. They fight their way out of bodies to punch out corner. Because Arsenal is becoming too clinical with it. Is why it's getting this much discussion. Arsenal were doing these same things when they weren't getting goals. Nobody was discussing it.
But see, that's why it's getting attention, and that's why if the goals were not coming, if goals were not flooding it, nobody's going to. Now we care because other teams are conceding. Now other teams are conceding from it. That is why it is becoming a talk. That's why it's becoming a discussion.
I agree, and that's what is confusing to me. At this moment in time, exactly half of the Premier League have set piece coaches. 10 teams have set piece coaches. Everybody has access to corner kicks. It is the job of a set piece coach to find a way to defend against set pieces. And I will use Chelsea for example. At the time of recording, Chelsea are the only team in the Premier League that has yet to concede a goal from set pieces. And Chelsea have played Arsenal already.
Yeah.
So Chelsea have not conceded a goal from set pieces. Chelsea did not concede a set piece against Arsenal, the best set piece team in Europe
and they played this season.
So like, why are people acting like corner kicks are a cheat, or as if Arsenal are getting
they go ahead and blow somebody or keep
somebody. At the end of the day, it is still a corner kick. Everybody gets corner kick. This team has through a lot of hard work because they didn't just employ Nicolas Joba. He has been there since 2021. So, and it's only like from last season we really started seeing this thing manifest. So that means with a lot of hard work over the last 4 years, they finally find a way to perfect it. Do your own. That's how I see it. Corner kicks are not illegal. Do your own.
It's that simple.
Well, for other teams, I'm sure they have the same opinion as mine. But at the end of the day, I use the word strategic. I'm not blind to the fact that, just like you said, there's a lot of work that's put into this for this to have yielded the number of goals or the number of results they've gotten as a result of sets. But at the end of the day, people will still complain that especially because I've seen the game against Manchester United. Onana was impeded in that game. Against City, the same now. So I still don't know. You need to go and watch. You need to go and watch it.
I saw the game in real time.
And so that's why John Obi Mikel in his podcast said that when you do things like that, in other leagues, you may not get away with it. I respect
John Obi Mikel.
You may not get away with it. But in the Premier League, you are getting away with things like that.
He's talking absolute nonsense.
Getting away with what?
John Obi Mikel that during his playing days, they were tired to be playing negative football. Chelsea were tired to be playing under Jose Mourinho. 2 spells. If you remember,
but they were scoring and they were doing very well. But it wasn't complete negative football.
It was.
No, it wasn't, Kenny. Look at the players that Chelsea had at the time. Under Jose Mourinho, they had the best of players.
Wait.
Solomon Ekpiri, can you remember that teams complained of the kind
because the
Chelsea kicks players for fun?
They were built first on defense.
Sorry, let me ask you. Under Jose Mourinho, look at the players Chelsea had. Chelsea had the likes of Michael Ballack, had Frank Lampard, had DJ Drogba, had players Joko.
Okay,
these
so
guys have
got the point.
I'm saying that. No, that's not my point. No, we are saying he said Chelsea played negative football under Jose Mourinho, and I said that you can't completely say it was a negative football. I am saying that Chelsea just had a tactics. It wasn't completely negative. Chelsea scored a good number of goals under Osimhen.
Yeah, but like for that point to land fully, you would have to explain how
it compares to
Arsenal. Because Arsenal also scored a good number of goals. It's not like that.
No. We went from Mikel Obi's point. Where this is what we're saying. He was one that brought up
because
the point that
Mikel Obi's point was that Arsenal.
Yes, he now said that. The same Mikel that is talking that under Jose Mourinho, they were told to play certain kind of football, negative football.
And they were
that was where this argument, went into.
But at the end of the day, it's about the result.
It's even about the law.
It's about the result.
If Chelsea kicks you, and they don't get 10 players sent off with red card, then they are in the covers of the law. That means Arsenal are staying in the rules.
And that's why I said if it happens and the referee does not call it, They forget it.
My brother,
Just the
corners bring home out scrabble. You must make sure the defending team, the goalkeeper, are not comfortable for you to get goals. You can't just stay and say except for maybe the times of the likes of David Beckham, who have pinpoint crossing where you can cross back to a 25-year-old player, 25-year-old player, and then the player volleys the ball back. If you take that out, everybody aims for the 16-yard box.
Yes.
That line where the goalkeeper finds himself, because that is where the there is. And then when you have about say 11 players thereabouts in the 16 box, abeg who can be comfortable?
No one.
16.
Well, my own issue is even like all of that is even fine for me. My own issue is all of a sudden people are talking about corner kicks like they are no longer a part of football. Like corner kicks are illegal or corner kicks are contraband. It's a corner kick at the end of the day. And to the talk about Arsenal too reliant on corner kicks. So, first of all, I don't think so, because the whole reason Arsenal get corner kicks is because they constantly dominate teams. Yeah. They have the ball most of the time. They try to score. You stop them from scoring, ball goes out for the corner. Yeah. If you do not stop them from scoring, they will score.
Yeah. But doesn't it also mean that you have more possession because you have corner kick?
No, I'm not saying that right. I'm saying that in most matches they have more. Like Arsenal has possessed matches until
they didn't possess. In fact, they didn't possess Manchester United in that game. They didn't possess because I saw the stats. First half and second half.
United were keeping meaningless possession. They were passing the ball at the back. That's not. United were playing.
But the overall stats says that.
As long as this is look, Arsenal as a team since last 2 seasons where they've become really good, they've gone to a level where pretty much every team they play against is going to play defensively. City did it last season. The managers went to the Emirates and played with a level of caution.
No.
Yes. What do you mean no? City had 1 shot on target in 2 games against Arsenal last season.
And who got the most possession in that same game you are talking? It wasn't Arsenal. So if you say that they dominated City, how? Please tell me. Even how many in terms of chances? How many chances did Arsenal create in that game? Even that same game you are talking. Tell me the chances created by Arsenal.
Okay, wait. Let me
even this season when it was 2-2, City created more chances than Arsenal in that same game.
How did City create more chances than Arsenal?
Okay, tell me the number of chances Arsenal created in that game.
A good minute of that game with a man with Arsenal being a man shot.
So
what do you now expect? What do you expect?
Will you let me answer you?
Okay.
We already established that because you have more possession can be meaningless. The Man United game, for example, the recent Man United were basically passing the ball at the back and hoping for it. They were not trying to advance the ball or anything. They were not hoping for a draw. They came to play for a draw. On paper they had more possession, but anybody that watched that game knows that Arsenal dominated that game, even though United had more possession. The same thing applies to the 2 Man City games last season. It is simple truth. You can't, even if you don't believe Arsenal dominated, you can't also say Man City played. The point I'm making is that Arsenal have gotten to a point where they are good enough that teams have to respect them and play and sit back. So when I'm the one that constantly
brings the game to you,
you, it is your job to stop me from scoring. Yeah. And the point of you stopping me from scoring, like,
is it like throwing or the corner kick?
See. If a team is playing police football, the goalkeeper loops the ball to the striker. Even with that style of play, you get corner kicks.
Okay, John, wait first. John, mention one team in the Premier League today, or even anywhere in the world that plays that way.
It's because football has evolved. Even with that, you can still don't get me wrong. I'm saying even with that. Wait, I'm even saying with that. You can get corner kicks anyhow. Please, football does not revolve around one team.
We are not saying you can't get corner kicks anyhow.
We are saying how Arsenal are getting corner. We are talking about Arsenal.
Corner kicks anyhow. Corner kicks is one of those things in football that points to the fact that you're spending time in the opponent's half.
And I'm telling you that, I don't disagree. I'm telling you that can be done anyhow. It doesn't have to be possession based. Okay,
how won't you possess?
Okay, for example, you give your ball to the defensive midfielder. He takes the ball on the half turn, looks for your nearest winger, or in fact, the guy that is on the left wing, loops the ball from the defense down to the winger. And all the winger does is get the ball, tries to take on the man. He's not successful, and balls go down.
All right. While that is true, now can you do that scenario 10 times in a game and get 10 corners? Because Arsenal consistently get more corners than pretty much every team they face. Arsenal consistently gets between 9 to if you bet a lot on corner kicks, you will see that Arsenal's corner kicks line starts from 9 corners above.
So Tunde, here is my point. You're also reiterating what I'm saying.
I'm not.
It can be done. Listen, it can be done anyhow. Football is not. You can't pinpoint football to just one team. So that in fact, when you say a team dominates possession, they like to pass the ball around. In that same game, you will find cases where players get the ball and is sending as much crosses as you can forward. So even the same process, they can still possess the ball. I don't know if you get my point.
I get your point, but it's just not what we are talking about right now. We are not talking hypotheticals. I'm not talking of different ways to get corners. We are talking about this Arsenal team and what they are doing. We are not talking about what's happening. We are talking about what we are seeing.
But they do that.
Playing down
Exactly. Yes.
That's what you're doing.
I'm not playing down.
You're playing it down.
How am I playing?
Any team can get corner.
But there's nothing special Arsenal is doing.
Some people
Come on. Nothing.
If it's not special,
Why the numbers
everybody will do it.
Why the not?
That's literally what special means. If it's not special, then everybody will do it.
They are getting. Listen, they are getting goals from set piece. Fantastic. But I'm telling you that what's there? Come on. And see, it will only be special when at the end of the day, all of this translates into.
No, leave.
So for now, they can enjoy the ride. They can enjoy the ride of.
What are you saying? Let me ask you a simple question.
No, winning with set
piece. Is Cole Palmer a good penalty taker?
He's an amazing penalty taker. He hasn't lost.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, because the stars support it.
No, it's not the star.
And
it's the consistency at which he does.
There was a time, in fact, he has equaled the Artillery's record of 11 penalties without a loss. And he has done that also. So, I mean, the numbers are there. The numbers are there.
The consistency in the way you produce a thing.
Arsenal set piece.
Okay, that
the numbers are there to.
And I don't disagree, but I'm telling.
But you and
are they the first to do it?
Yes, though. Like what are we talking about?
They just, I can't remember. They just called a team that has also done the same numbers. And I'm telling you now.
That team not.
So what are you saying?
At this level?
No, did that team not get their flowers when they did?
Let's even say, okay, you said they just called the team that done, and we are not even halfway into the season. Like what are we talking about?
No. Did that team not get their flowers when they did it? Give respect to.
Okay, Arsenal. Hi, Ojetunde John. I respect what you're doing. Keep winning with set piece. At the end of the day, you are still just 2 points ahead of Manchester City.
At the time of recording,
yeah.
The team that John supports has only won 1 out of the last 8 games. I think that you should try and invest the set piece.
And I'm also telling you that if Arsenal is doing something special, at the end of the day, just 2 points ahead of City, regardless of the fact that City hasn't even won in the last 9. No, I'm not getting. We're just. I know what I'm doing. Forget. Okay. I'm not downplaying the asset. I'm just saying that.
At the
end of the day, come on.
Anyway, that's my own part of the show done. I don't know if they want to continue the show, they can continue.
We're not talking about Manchester United. Man say, come on.
You see, the blue and red, they are mixed. There's no separation again.
But I said this. Let me quickly just do this on Manchester United. If you're a United fan, I don't know why you guys have unrealistic expectations about your team. I mean, you've been doing this in the last 3-4 years, and every manager who comes into the team, there's this high expectation that United will just come, or the coach will come and start, having a massive run of results. Yeah, we've seen coaches who come into their first in the Premier League, and I mean, things are going well for them. You can point to a coach like Maresca and Slot, who are doing amazingly well, for as at the time of recording, amazingly well for their teams. So this is it. When Ruben Amorim was interviewed, his first interview that he granted, he was not oblivious of the fact that this team needs a lot of restructuring and it will take time for that team to get themselves. After the run of results he has gotten now, which doesn't look too good, a lot of United fans are now coming hard on this manager. Omar Berrada, Jason Wilkes, they're coming hard already on Amorim.
Wow.
Because you know why? Look at I'm telling you.
Wow.
That's why I tell you that. That's one of the Manchester United is one of the worst. I mean, they have one of the worst set of fans that you can ever imagine. I'm happy that I never supported the club like that. Anyways, I'm happy to be on the
Are you
good side of
analyzing?
Manchester.
No, it
And I'm
seems he
saying,
just wants to.
yes.
Please,
Are you
you can
trying
do
to
so that
get
on your
at
own as
Manchester
that.
So, but
Let
this is
us
where,
talk about what's happening in Manchester.
but this is-
Because you keep forgetting that your own team is also struggling.
No, but
and I'm here to remind you.
no
This
problem.
topic is not a Man U topic, it's a Manchester topic.
But I'm saying that let's focus on the red.
Why
half.
are we
Right.
focusing on the red?
Wait. Let's focus on the red half.
You are
Do you
struggling
know
more
red?
than them.
Yeah, you know what?
Do you know the
Okay,
Reds
but
are not
if
even
you say I'm
going
struggling,
through
if you say I'm struggling more than them,
Yes.
but I'm still much better than
It's
them.
not the
It's
better.
because of how you started.
The point, no. So
What's
the
the point?
the point is even that, first of all, when I say I'm struggling more than them, I mean relative to the standards
That
that
was
Man,
both clubs-
exactly,
that
that's where I
both
was
clubs
going.
have. Man U, if you said at start of season, Man U will be 13 and City would win 1 out of 8 games, which is more likely to happen. I say Man U will be 13 because why would City win only 1 out of 8?
Yes.
I have 7.
Yes.
But you know why things like this are happening?
Why?
It's injury, of course.
Which injury? What excuse are you giving on the international platform?
Obviously, it's
What
injury. Injury. Okay.
If before this
there can
run,
be excuse for United.
if before this run starts and they tell you Man City key players will be out for 3 months, as Kevin De Bruyne, Ruben Dias, all these players are out, and Man City will go on a run of 8 games and no win, would you say it will ever happen?
I would not say it won't happen, but there's a possibility. You know why? Because see, listen, Kenny. Before the start of the season, I've said it here several times. I said, look at the average age of the Manchester City players.
Okay.
We have even the City.
All of a sudden, we started talking about average age.
Because I know this team very well. They were supposed to strengthen at the start of the season, but they didn't. Look at, in fact, go and check most of the goals that City have considered this season. It's from Kyle Walker. In fact, he has been found wanting severally in all the games that we played. And they're supposed to have.
When they opened the season beating Chelsea, all those Kyle Walker, we did not know.
Kyle Walker did he play against Chelsea? He was Rico Lewis. But this is where I'm going. Can you reach leave City out of this. I'm saying for if I United.
Can you move past your gutsy level of love for Man City and just analyze things the way it should be analyzed?
We've done
We're talking of the problem in Manchester. We've done this. Keep going to the right side of Manchester.
We've done this. No, we are talking about the 2 Manchester clubs.
You're not.
You're talking about Manchester.
Okay, so I should
focusing on Manchester.
I should leave United and focus on my team.
No, I'm saying
a Manchester United fan that has watched his team win league in and out. Any season Manchester United loses the league, the fans feels like come next season we're winning the league because we are too bitter. They now got to a point where they are not winning league for seasons, and you think they are not expectant. These fans have grown to click with a level of winning, and you're telling me you that you started winning yesterday, you're expectant every season. Man City started winning yesterday.
How do you mean by yesterday?
2012 was it not yesterday?
And so 2012 is yesterday. Do you know how many years? If you give it to a child in 2024, do you know how old the child is?
And you want to compare somebody that's been winning since 7
years? They are living on past glory.
What are you saying?
We're talking about the present.
Thank you very much for
I'm talking about the present.
episode. Solomon Edivre, wrap us up on what you think is the issue with Manchester. I think you can be more objective.
I think they should just change the name of the city to Remo. That's the solution.
I also regret that thing. Don't worry yourself. Me personally,
okay, me. I'll call Babash to the mic. Babash.
10 days. Can you save us?
I think it's a wholesome problem. I tell people, you might think the injury thing is Manchester City. Let me start with Manchester City. But I feel you see these cases, they are on ground. 115 charges. Man City are winning the league. EPL cannot hold them down. These things have a way of playing gradually into the minds of people. See, the management, the coaching crew, the players might not get so involved in this. But you see the management, the coaching crew, something starts to bother them and it plays out on the team. This,
I don't think so.
For me, is not just about players that are absent. And I'll tell you.
And injuries.
No, he said injuries does not play a role.
I do not say it does not play a role. I said part of it's not just about understand English now.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yes. So
I'm asking you as a student.
exactly. UI student does not understand English.
I
I say it anywhere. I say it anywhere. I say it.
Pass, oh.
La cram la po. They all that they just cram everything around the exam pass.
But no be say they sabi English.
They don't even know
I
the
am
They don't know
calling
the
for
book.
all of you.
They are in our DM.
Yes, I love them, but they know that.
Okay.
For Manchester United, I've said it time and time again. I think they goofed with Mourinho. Mourinho came with a lot of baggage and all of that, but I think Manchester United needs a coach like that to have cleared the ground for a young coach like the Solskjaers, the Amorim, the Erik ten Hag to come in and build on that legacy. A young coach, so to say, quote and unquote, a rookie coach, cannot really draw Manchester United out of the dungeons, except if the team is ready to trust him for another 7 years. Will wobble and fumble, will fall, will rise, and then we'll get back to that Manchester. But if you don't have that patience, they need a ruthless coach, such of the one they had. Look, go and look back. They had their best season under Mourinho, winning European title.
Yeah.
But for reasons of, Mourinho comes with a lot of baggage. They looked past what they needed him to do for the team to looking at the man is this, the man is that, and they sacked him. And they've gotten coach. Trust me, Ruben Amorim, you're a fantastic coach, but Manchester United might not really play the story of how good you are. So this is the two problem for the Manchester club. I think Manchester United's issues will continue. They will continue to pick trophies here and there, but they will not click with that level of success they've had in the past. For Manchester City, I'll wait up until this one has injury, they are back. And I'll repeat what I've said. You see these cases that we think are being swept under the carpet or are being managed well are having its effect on Manchester City gradually. This team is not as bad as losing straight 7 games.
But Ken, this is not the first time. This is not the first time this case has been coming. In fact, from some of the videos I've seen, when they come to the media and say, "Oh, City 115 charges," in fact, the players use this as a I'm looking for. They use as a stepping stone. They use those.
Do you know what they
things
call when they
because in fact
picks?
the charges, the hearing has even ended as at time of recording now, and so they are waiting for the independent, the 3-man panel to judge whatever evidences that have been brought and decide whatever the case is. But I disagree with you that it's on the basis of the cases. I just think that the injuries have. In fact, the best player in the Premier League in City's team is injured, and the backline. In fact, they've not had a constant backline for how many games now? It's always makeshift and all that. So all that has played a very huge role.
Thank you.
He's not performing.
Thank you very
much. At the end of the day, I wish Arsenal win the league. But if they don't, I'll be here to make jest of them.
Oh, yeah, they won't get it now.
You can keep going.
How did that start?
Yes, because Kenny is saying that he's 115 charges. So you that you are not having 115 charges, let me see what you will do at the end of the season. That's my point. Moving on.
Okay then.
Yeah. So on that note, I've been done before this match is happened. So the final part of the show was brought to you by this side of the podcast.
Which was quite interesting. Yeah.
For me, I think the City of Manchester should just go.
Now we are talking.
See if anything will change. But on that note, I think guys, we don't thank you for working with us. Another successful episode. Sports Vibe brought to you by Paris Sports. Young Solomon, Edivri, John Agesele, Kennedy Idris.
Mr. Deep.
Until we see you next week, check out the previous episodes. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody about it. Comment, drop your thoughts. Let us know what you feel. And thank you very much for working with us. When we blow, we'll remember you. Those of you that started with us. Those of Solomon's babes and Solomon's babe and Kenny's babes that watch the show.
And John's.
I don't know. St. John's. On that note, signing out.
Bye.